I'm Mitch Woodward with North Carolina Cooperative Extension, and today we're back in Cary, and we're going to take a look at rainwater harvesting systems. Some people call it rain barrels, some people call it cisterns. We like to use rainwater harvesting as kind of an overall term. We're going to show you what these systems look like, the different sizes, go over how to collect the water and how to use the water. So why would you consider rainwater harvesting in your landscape? Well, a significant amount of drinking water in Cary, this is treated drinking water, in other municipalities across North Carolina is used in landscapes like this for irrigation. And so that is unsustainable long term. What we want to do is maybe capture water off rooftops that we can use in the landscape without relying on that treated drinking water, which plants really don't need. One of the other advantages to rainwater harvesting, and it is important because of stormwater management, is before this rainwater harvesting was installed on this landscape, the water would run off the roof, down through this yard, and down through the neighbor's property. What we're doing now is we're capturing all that runoff in the cisterns and the rain barrels, and now that no longer happens. Let me tell you how much water you can collect. Imagine a 1 square foot area, kind of like this, or a piece of paper. If it rains an inch on that 1 square foot, that's 0.6 gallons, so 0.6 of a gallon. Now, if it rains 45 or 50 inches a year, which is average for the town of Cary, how much can you capture? Well, take a look at this. This is a 30-gallon trash can. This is how much runoff we get for every square foot of rooftop area. Imagine if you can capture this in a rainwater harvester, in a rain barrel, and utilize that on this landscape. Think of the water you'll save and think of the money you'll save by doing this. Here we have a traditional rain barrel. I really like this one because it's decorative. It really fits in with the house. Here's our downspout that we've modified. We've cut this, and this is the inlet, the filtered inlet, keeps the mosquitoes out. Of course, we have the lid. This is important too. This is an outlet. When this tank fills during a rainstorm, this gives the water a place to go rather than splashing up against your house. Here we have 2 hoses we can hook up to this. It's gravity feed, so it's on an elevated block system, which is great because you get more pressure. Let's talk about an important component here. This is the base. This is up on concrete blocks because this is heavy. 1 gallon of water weighs 8.3 pounds. If this is 50 gallons, we're near 500 pounds. A nice sturdy base will keep this from tipping. There are many materials that you can use for rain barrels. These are repurposed, so don't think in terms you have to buy something. You can maybe get some recycled barrels for your system. Those are the components, very simple, gravity-fed system, and will capture about 50 gallons of water. So here we are at a larger version of a rain barrel. This is known as a cistern. What's cool about this is, now with this size tank, and this is 1,200 gallons, we can capture all the water off the roof and then irrigate the whole landscape using this larger system. We just don't want you to be intimidated by this. In this particular situation, you can't see it from the street. We can hide this using vegetation. So this is ideal in terms of stormwater control and also reducing our reliance on drinking water to irrigate the landscape. So you may ask, how do you get the water from the rooftop or collection area to the tank, especially with a system like this where the tank is remote? Well, we call this a wet system. The water travels through these pipes underneath the ground and up into the tank. We have several downspouts connected to the same pipe. Now, how does that work? It's still gravity. It's just that we have an elevation difference here that's several feet higher than the tank, and just by gravity, the water will force up into the tank. And so you don't need a pump to do this. You need a pump to get it out to irrigate, but going into the tank, it's all gravity because this is higher than where the tank is. Now, screens are important. It's the same type of screen that's on a rain barrel. We have a stainless steel screen that's inside each one of these downspout filters, we call them. So that fits in there, easy to clean, easy to maintain, works well, very elegant, and you don't have pipes all over the yard. So the advantages of rainwater harvesting are it will help you reduce your reliance on drinking water for irrigation, as well as reducing runoff from your property and help protect water quality for Cary and beyond. To learn about this or other landscaping projects, go to townofcary.org/rainitin.